got something to say. I got something to say. We all got something to say. Speak up, stand up, wake up, get down. Everybody in the world know your feelings. Speak a little more love than it's feelings. I got something to say.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to In the Chair with Montee and Mimi. What's up, Mimi?
Hey, everything and everything.
You know, I'm looking a little rough. I was
you ain't hardly looking rough, bitch. Your rough is looking like most people's what they aspire to be.
Listen, well, I appreciate the compliment on today, boo. I appreciate you. So listen, it has been 3 weeks since we've been on here. Right?
It has.
And a lot of people they've been wondering, are y'all not doing this show no more?
No, we doing it again. Tell them Wendy take a break sometimes. She take a whole damn 7 weeks. Y'all don't say shit. We just took 3. Y'all know we got jobs and stuff. And we tired. Both of us single parents. We tired.
Listen.
Stuff happens. We miss y'all asses for real.
We did. You know, life has happened. I've been traveling with my job. I had some other stuff going on. So life has truly happened. And I know for Mimi, life has been happening. So look, we back, y'all. We are back. So Mimi, what's been going on? Look, we got 3 weeks.
We got all kind of stuff. So my niece is in the hospital. Anybody that follow me on Facebook, that child that done wrecked me. I finally resolved, you know, because I was having to deal with her mom, and I feel like, you know, this is, I believe that God is working on me with my forgiveness and letting shit go. You know, I know y'all say, well, how's she gonna say God and shit and say shit? That's how we talk. That's how fuck we talk, because he already know. But that's what I believe that he dealing with me on, letting shit go, and you know, and just moving past, because I thought I was a let it go bitch, but I'm a hold on to some shit.
Woo, let it go.
I am. But the thing is, I recognize that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna work on it. However, I felt like I needed to kind of kowtow and, you know, just go along to get along with my sister-in-law, so I won't be cut out my niece's life again. But
what's up, Linda?
Hey, Linda. I see. I'm not gonna do that. So, you know, this is some other shit I gotta work on. So I'm still praying for her. I'm still hope all is best, you know, with her, because I love my niece with everything. However, I'm just not with the shits, and I wish I could not say some shit, but I'm not say some shit type of bitch. So I'm just gonna have to, you know, work on it over here, you know.
You know, and that's what it is. How's work going?
Work is going. I'm glad Mercury has been in retrograde, and anybody that's, you know, I know it's probably some folk on here that ain't into that, but that means that's AKA niggas is weird as shit. So my high maintenance people have been more high maintenance than usual, but you know, basically I just had to really earn my money instead of them just throwing it at me. But you know, grateful. Everything all in all is good.
Well, that's good. You know,
and I'm sitting here with one of my favorite girls in the whole world.
Yeah, Aunt Leslie. My boo thing. That's my boo thing.
Yeah, she gonna get your ass. she like them young and tender too.
Well, you know what, Aunt Leslie, guess what? I'm on the market. I'm officially on the market. How about that?
Well, that's what it's saying.
On the market.
And so, she is cute.
So let me tell you about my week. Well, my past few weeks, you know, a lot of people that follow me on Facebook and everything, you know, I've been working. I was in LA, girl. I got to walk the red carpet. You know, it was
your ass. You looked good. Yeah, you look like a whole snack.
Thank you.
And I don't even look at you like that, but I said, bitch,
So listen, I didn't really post pictures while I was there because I was working. It was an event for Paul Mitchell. And my boss she got there like a day after I got there. And so I don't know if you saw the picture of her with me. When I tell you she was serving legs, I said, you better
Oh,
give it.
I didn't see her.
You need to look at it.
Okay, I'll go back through. All I saw was well, that's part of the problem when you're show pony, as we are. No, for real. It's not even done purposefully. Sometimes can't nobody see nobody else. I mean, everybody there, but they don't think it's like, bitch. Okay, they just eyes fixed on.
Posted her later. I did post her later because
Okay.
I try to give respect. Well, I am respectful, not that I try.
Yeah.
Her husband was there, and so I felt like it would be fair for them to post a picture as a couple first before she posted a picture with another dude. I just
right.
You just respect people's marriages and you respect people. And so that's why I didn't post anything with us at first. I wanted to give her time to post with her boo, and then Lamont came along behind. I'm the work husband. Well, no, I can't say. I'm Kim's work. Tina's work husband. I'm everybody's work husband. How about that? I'm just everybody's husband.
You was mine first.
I was yours first. So see, that means that I'm just the whole hoe. Because
it's all right. We Pisces. We are. I'm not gonna say we're whorish. We have friendly parts.
So listen, tonight is letter night. But can I talk about something first? So today, maybe this Mercury stuff you're talking about is accurate or something. Because when I tell you, I had a crazy day. It started off crazy, and so because of where I work and what I do, of course I can't call names. But girl, when I tell you I got threatened today,
tell me on Friday.
I will. I got threatened today, and then this woman tried to get me together in a meeting and had some cheerleaders behind her talking about, yes, auntie, get him, auntie. Yeah.
Do I need to? What?
You know what? All is well.
You need me pull up?
No. All is well, because at the end of the day, be careful who you cross when you're trying to get to a situation or get to a place. Be careful. My thing is, you never know what you're doing could stop you from your growth. Be careful. And so I took it like a soldier, Mimi. Like the soldier, even though I'm a supervisor, even though I'm in management, I took it. I let you say what you wanted to say to me today, but just know and believe. Just trust and believe. Paperwork is something else. And so my thing is, you make sure that you dot your I's and cross your T's, boo. Make sure you're on your game at all times, because every chance I get, I'm gonna send an email to you and let you know that you've messed up. And that same that I was talking to you about, now here it is on display. Here you go, and let's talk about it. Because as management, that's what we do. We manage people and we help people. What's up? Kim is on here. Kim know what I'm talking about. Because Kim edged it on. Oh, that bitch got you together today. That's what Kim said.
Child, you just send me the damn address. I pull up.
Don't pull up, girl.
I ain't got to fight. I'm an intimidating presence. They be like, that bitch is big. I don't want no part of that. That's how people do that. I don't even have to fight. I just use my size.
So, there's Kim said, hey, Mimi. So, there's been so much that has transpired in the world. So much is going on. Things are happening. I mean, we're still in this pandemic, y'all. And I think that a lot of people don't get that, that we're still operating in a pandemic.
They don't care.
They don't care. And it's important that you care. Even on our job, Mimi, where we work at, I've noticed that they have opened the door now so people can just walk in and roam the halls.
Mm-hmm. But see, this is the problem with this is because places like the casino are open. And we're not even at full capacity. We had like over 50% of full. Masks they're required, but it's not enforced. Mm-hmm. Temperature checks are not enforced. Not for the employees, not for nobody. Ain't no partitions up, no nothing. I had a situation where I had to get this white boy together because I deal with very my bar is considered during the day. I call that adult daycare. Mm-hmm. And I had this white boy in there with me and his girlfriend. And It was Karen and Ken, for real. And we don't have a cocktail server. And, none of the ones assigned for my bar during the day are back because they like, I'm not risking my fucking life and I'm not getting money thrown at me. And then the other thing is, I need for everybody out there, and I know this is a blanketed statement. I need us to be nice to places where we patronize, because even though people are back at work, is everybody's not back at work, and the people that are back, they work the fuck out of them. So people are tired, okay?
Right.
And so, this gentleman, he ordered a drink, and for him and his girlfriend. I got them a drink with their little pineapple back, to go with their tequila. Now, mind you, I don't have a phone at my bar that works, the receiver.
What's up, Sandra?
I got to bend down and talk on the speaker.
Mm-hmm.
Well, while I'm bending down talking on the speaker, because they got a girl from off the floor to come and cocktail where I'm at with them barracudas in there. She said, the gentleman in the back, even though they have the money, they don't want to use it. So she said, well, he wants to celebrate. He wants a bottle of champagne, which means he expects for the cocktail service and us to call and get a comp, because they spoiled like that. So while I'm calling to get him a comp, I look up. I was on the phone maybe 2 minutes. I see white boy and I see Ken and Karen walking out. I said, sir, excuse me. He said, oh, now you see me walking out to skip the bill. Now you want to pay attention to me. I said, are you fucking kidding me, sir? I said, you already had your fucking drink. Like, are we having a Carly Simon moment? It's not all about you. I have to do other shit. So after I got him together, he was like, well, it's really not on you. They need to, they need to get you some help if you can't handle it. That was his little call himself coming for me. I said, sir, I handle the fuck out this room like nobody else's business. I said, now your issue is you already had a fucking drink and I wasn't showing you enough fucking attention. I apologize if we're here risking our lives just so you can have some shit to do on a Saturday afternoon. I said, now your bill is $40. I said, no tip is required because I gave you the tip today. Have a good day. So I just want everybody to know, treat the people that are out servicing your shit. Treat them a little bit better.
Listen, I had a Karen moment today. Somebody threatened to call they state trooper uncle on me. They state trooper uncle. They'll just come talk to you. And I'm tired of you threatening me with the police. And in that order. So send who you need to talk to me and we're going to go from there. I just think that people operate from a point of privilege. And they use that
absolutely
to do things, and it's just getting frustrating to me that that people think that they can do this and that they can talk to people any kind of way, and that just because we offer a service that we have to accept what's given to us. Those days are over, and just because yeah, Linda, you do take care of your bartenders, but because people are so spoiled. And they want to come into an establishment and demand things without looking at the situation around. I think that people have to be cautious and they need to be careful. And also, there's 3 people that you don't mess with. You don't mess with your bartender, you don't mess with your doctor, and you don't mess with your hairstylist. All those people kill you.
Especially when you are on situations where you need to pay the head stylist on payday or some shit like that. You really don't. I'm just saying.
I hate you. I
stay behind that bar, and my Aunt Leslie has been because she sat up there with me one night. She said, "Oh my God, are you really talking to people like that?" I said, they will eat you up. I let them know. Keep on fucking with me. You're going to be thirsty in this bitch. You won't get nothing to drink until 2:01 a.m. when I'm off the fucking clock.
Okay.
And I
So
mean
listen,
that.
listen, I know people are here for our letters on tonight, but there
Oh
is
yeah.
one situation I want to talk to you about. Listen, Linda said, I pay my hairstylist in cash. Listen, Linda, I wish everybody was like you. You know, I wish everybody was like you. Oh, Lord, Miss V is on here because the customer told me that she was
Oh
going to
yeah.
girl 20. I said, you better count real slow.
Ah, yeah, yeah, that's why you don't fuck with, child.
You better count real slow.
Honey,
So
that's
listen,
Medea there.
I had a friend that contacted me today and we were having a conversation. And so he said that his boyfriend had told him about, they were having a general conversation and he mentioned to his boyfriend, they said that there's some hot boys in Baltimore. I said like they said in Baltimore. And he said that his boyfriend got all excited about, yeah, I know that. That's what they say. That's what they say. So he got in his feelings. He said he got in his feelings because he was thinking that, is he trying to say, that he want to do from Baltimore? I said, well, maybe you reading too much into it. He talking about,
I
no,
think
Lamont.
he is.
He said, Lamont, it was like he was testifying, like, yeah, I know they're over there, like, I got to get to Baltimore. Like, it was one of them situations, like, he got to get to Baltimore. And so, like, I've never dated a dude from Baltimore. I don't discriminate with areas. I know what they say about Baltimore. People are in Baltimore supposedly hood or whatever, and
It's
I
like
don't.
Baltimore. It's just like any other place. Baltimore
That's
has its
right.
shitty areas and it has its very nice areas. I mean, it's not
That's
a
what I thought.
geographical
So,
location where it's a bunch of people that's just fucked up there, or not.
but he
Yeah,
said his
but
little
I
friend.
think he read too much in. But maybe the guy he with is just a thought. And he just get excited over all kind of shit. Cause you got some people that child they get excited at the opening of a fucking envelope. It don't take much.
God, God, dog. So anyway, let's move on, Mimi. So we have some letters tonight, right?
All
Um,
right.
a couple of them they sent to me on text message, so I'm gonna have to read them from my phone, and then I have one on paper. So it says, "Dear Monty and Mimi, I love your show. I watch it faithfully. I'm hoping that you'll provide me with some advice on how to deal with the angry black woman syndrome that I encounter on a daily.
Oh
Yes,
shit.
the angry black woman syndrome does exist, and I really need to know how to deal with these hating ass black women here at my job. I'm a beautiful 5'9" blonde, blue-eyed.
Oh bitch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish. Go ahead, read. Go ahead.
I have ensured that everything about me is perfectly proportioned, either with surgery or by just working my ass off in the gym. I'm happily engaged to a professional black man who loves me with his whole heart. We attend church on a regular basis, and his two children, who are 17 and 15, love me. I've even developed a pretty decent relationship with their mother. Chris and I, oh, she calls names. Chris and I have been together for the last 2 years, and we will officially say I do in January. I would love to invite you both.
Oh,
My,
I will come. Because that's gonna be an open bar. I know that bar gonna be open. They're not gonna spare no expense.
right, she said, my issue lies with my coworkers and random people on the street that happen to be black women. I'm often called a white bitch before I can even utter the words hello. At work, I'm often referred to as being the token keeper or a black white girl. This is so offensive on so many levels. He's been told by my family members and friends in front of me to watch Karen you with. She's gonna lock your ass up. She's been told by his family members, I'm sorry, and friends in front of me to watch the Karen you're with. She's gonna lock your ass up. I have not changed since I started dating Chris. Neither has his family. In fact, Chris is the first man that has made me feel the way that I feel. It has nothing to do with size or anything. It's just that he's a good man. The actions of others have made me question, can love conquer all? I know that everyone has their feelings and I should have enough confidence to do me, but it hurts. Signed, sad. That's how she said, signed, sad.
I can address this.
Oh,
Okay. Absolutely. It's we have a few things, and I'm speaking as a black woman, and it does hurt, especially when you see um a good black man go with a white woman. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's a few reasons. First of all, a lot of times in the situations, the black woman is the one that you starved with. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's the one you starved with. But now you're eating with this bitch. Now you done got a little success. So you understand what I'm saying when I say starve and eat. You was broke with me, but now you don't reach this level of success, so I'm no longer good enough. And that's how we look at it. Not saying that's how it is, but that's how we look at it. And that hurts because society already tells us. Now, mind you, everybody want our rhythm, but nobody wants our blues. They want our lips. They want this skin color. They want these hips. They want this butt. They want our swag, but nobody wants what comes along with it. And I'm talking about white women that's going to get the nip and tuck and the lunchtime procedures, because we do, as black women, we age beautifully. Most of us, we age beautifully. The only ones that where it say black don't crack, black don't crack unless you smoke crack. That's the only time. But otherwise we do age beautifully, and we have a right to be angry because of the shit that we deal with on a daily basis. Now, and I don't know the person that wrote in. I don't know what your name is, but I need for you. You're with a black man, okay? So I need for you not only to because I know with you just standing next to him and taking him around your family and all that, you already feel woke. But sugar, you not woke yet. You not, because you have not, just your skin gives you privilege. And that is something that we definitely resent. And I'm gonna tell you the other part. And this part is gonna go real deep for a lot of us, real talk. If you think about every massacre in the past, in history, where our people have been killed, every single massacre, Rosewood, Black Wall Street, I mean, everything you can think of, where all of our black men and women and children were massacred, has started with a white woman lying about being raped by a black man, because she wanted them, she had them, but within somebody found out, so now he raped me. So that's why we got a problem with y'all white asses. That's why. It's not your fault, because you might be, you might be a cool chick, you might be a really decent woman, but the black woman has a right to be angry.
So Mimi, let me ask you a question. So this white woman, and I use the word white because that's how she described herself, but this white woman is saying, when she's out in the streets or something, she's often called a white bitch before she can
that's everything I just said, because of what it represents.
So is that right?
I'm not saying that they don't love each other, and hey, that's your business. She asked me why. She asked us why people calling her a white bitch and don't like her ass. And I just told her. Now, whether she understands it or not, that's on her. But I'm telling you, that's why the fuck we don't like that shit. Because it's like, because of these women, y'all asses constantly getting fucking killed, or have gotten killed in the past. And even you can even argue that with George Floyd, with the white woman that he had, and the white cop that because they had history, because he worked the security in the nightclub, and this white man ain't like the fact that he see this white woman come to see this big black man every night. So that was his. So that was his chance to to do his shit. But what I'm saying is, she asked why.
Right.
Whether it's justified or not, to her, it's justified to us. That's how we feel. And a lot of us get angry at that shit. You know how hard it is to find a good, straight black man that look like something, that got his shit together, and then he with Whitey McWhite girl. That shit is hurtful.
So are you one of those black women that have a problem with it?
Absolutely, I am. I don't like it. Now, the difference with me, I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to call you no white bitch. I'm not going to do none of that. And I'm going to give you the thing is, I can deal with any type of person, and I can put my shit to the side because it's really none of my business. What I'm just trying to say, hey Kenny, what I'm just trying to say, I'm just trying to give her some clarity as to why she's dealing with this.
Okay.
This is why.
So
So she needs to, if you're going to be with this man, get ready because shit ain't going to change for a while.
I don't think that it's probably ever going to change. According to your definition of why it's done.
Yeah.
But what I will say is that I think that we have the opportunity to change the narrative of it. Let me put this disclaimer out there. All white people are not bad people, and that's not what you're saying at all. Because
No, I'm not saying that at all because we got assholes. Being an asshole has no color.
it does
We
not
got
have
them
a
in
color.
every damn race. It's just white folks, y'all can afford to have some assholes because y'all got so many success stories.
Right.
Black folk get mad when we get like 3 assholes in a row because it's like shit. We just getting to the point where we making some headway.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So we can't
So
afford to have all of that shit going on. But I'm just explaining to her why.
what's up,
Folks
Kim?
don't have to agree with it, but that's why.
So the thing with at work, I want to address her issue at work because my thing is no one should have to work in a hostile work environment. And I
No,
would hope,
no, she should not. But
and
that's the
so,
thing. As long as they're not hindering you from doing your job, and this is what I believe. Now I'm just gonna call this because I know a lot of white women they entitled. And they want everybody to accept all their shit and like them. We might not be I can respect you, but we're not going to happy hour after work.
right.
That's never gonna fucking happen. But you work in your cubicle, I'm gonna work in mine. I mean, I can respect you. I don't have to like you. I don't have to like it. But this is the thing. Because I have a good friend of mine, a white woman, that she didn't loathe Trump. So as far as I'm concerned, she's a Trump supporter. But
Mm-hmm,
we're friends. I know her character. She
mm-hmm.
and I are genuinely friends, and we can respect each other. I don't have to like your view, but I'm gonna respect it.
But
And
she's at
that's
least
the place
white
that we
people.
need to get to. So as long as nobody is disrespecting you, it's no problem. But they might not talk to your ass at the water cooler. They're gonna talk to you at the Xerox machine. You might eat lunch by yourself, or you have to call your black boyfriend to come down and meet your ass for lunch because ain't nobody sitting with your ass because they don't like it. But that's what all I'm saying is we don't have to be friends.
But she says that these people are calling her a token keeper or the black white girl at work. So that's a hostile work environment.
But did they call her to her face, or did she hear somebody say it? Did she hear that that's what they call her? Because you might have a messy bitch saying, "Bitch, they talking about you." Because I don't think nobody. Because this is what I do know, and this is the other piece that we resent as black women. We can't come right out and say we don't like your white ass or like what history's done because
Not at work.
then we're gonna get called into HR. So ain't nobody saying nothing to her. She just don't like the fact that she's alienated. Ain't nobody fucking with her at work.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening. And one person is going to tell her the tea, being messy.
And
That's
you're
what's
probably
happening.
right. You're probably right because I can see that scenario. I never thought
Because
about
I'm telling you, nobody is going to, nobody's going to talk against anybody white for fear that that something's going to happen and that's the other part that we resent because people can do shit to black people all day
Mm-hmm.
and nothing with no consequence, but you hurt a white person's feelings or a member of the LGBT community and your shit is shut down.
Maybe so you can put
Cancel
us
culture.
white people.
Hashtag yes, me too.
So you compare the LGBTQ.
I'm just saying, but that's true. You can't even. We live in such sensitive times, but you cannot say anything against those two groups. But right now we're talking about the white folk.
Yeah. Um, my advice for Miss Sad, is to get glad, baby. You have a black man that loves you. And we shouldn't even look at that he's black, but you have a man that is in love with
Well,
you.
I mean, but we don't have. But see, that's the difference. She has the when because I hear white women all the time. I don't see color. Yes, the fuck you do. Everybody see color. But see, you can have white people have the luxury of not seeing color. Our black ass don't have that luxury.
Melanie says, why not just say, you don't like my ass? Why does it have to be black ass or white ass or gay ass? If we just say ass, we good. Laugh out loud. I
Well,
agree.
because that's what's hurtful. Like Melanie, that's what I say. Like I can be a bitch all day, but I don't like them fucking adjectives. Don't call me no fat bitch, no old bitch, no nasty bitch. I don't want to be the adjectives. I can be a bitch. So that's what I'm saying. People put the adjectives on it to hurt you. That's why, and that's just the world we live in, and that's not gonna change.
Debbie says, if you're going to be with a black man, any black man,
Get you some
you
thick
have
ass
to
skin.
prepare to deal with what comes with that. And I totally agree. When you are with a black man, when you're with a black man, there's a different level that you have to operate at. And what does that look like? That looks like that your black man, you may see your black man being abused, and are you going to be the one that stands up for that black man that you're with? You're going to be exposed to some things that you probably don't want to be exposed to, like this letter stating, how she's being called a bitch on the sidewalk just because she's walking with a black man. So you have to look at what the black people are being called. And so by you taking on a black man, that means that you're taking on a piece, a small fragment of what we deal with as being black, as we deal with being black men, as we deal with being black women, and especially as being black LGBTQ plus. There are so
Y'all
many.
got too many damn letters. Just stop it at the T.
Okay,
Everybody already know who it is.
okay, so the back LGBT,
Yeah.
but then you leave out people, so people feel some type of way. So
Child, y'all keep adding, and it's the other thing I'm gonna say about that since we brought it back up. We don't have. It's not people disrespecting the gay community because it's a lot of letters, but it's the fact that y'all change it up all the fucking time. Y'all adding every damn body. People that's questionable, that folk don't they identify as this, but they still want to keep their body parts. Like it's confusing. And the thing is, people not trying to figure it out. They like, look, you just do your shit. So as far as I'm concerned, when you say you just do your shit, I mean you respecting you. Just it's too much to keep up with.
well, and I agree. It is a lot for some people. Let me tell you what Debbie says. And Debbie says, and you can't be crying and sad over other people's opinions. If you choose that life, you must be prepared to walk in it head held high. So that's my advice for Miss Sad on tonight. You're not sad. Speak positivity into your relationship. Love does conquer all. It does conquer all. And if you're happy in what you're in, it should not matter what other people are saying. Those are
But
haters.
this is the part, and you are absolutely right in what you're saying.
Mhm.
However, what's happening with what's her name?
Sad.
Sad, Miss Sad. What I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you some truth, some real truth, and I want you to go sit in it and really think about it. Miss Sad, I think you should be called Miss Entitled because you're used to everybody. I mean, and it's not even just your life, it's just your skin gives you that privilege. You're used to people, you used to getting your way. And in this situation, you already got the man. You can't have it all. And that's what you're not used to. You are used to having it all, and you can't have it all in this situation.
All
You
right.
got the man, the kids, the respect of the kids, and the ex-wife. You're just gonna have to deal with that. Nobody else is gonna. Everybody's not going to like you, and
Everybody
everybody's
wants
not
to
going
be
to
like
like your situation. So that's the part you're gonna have to deal with. And you going when you with a black man, you want to toughen up, sugar. That's it.
tough up, black love, black power. Hold on, boo. Hold on and be
You say
happy.
black power to Miss Say. Put that damn. She can't put the fist up because she ain't been through shit.
She going through it now, Mimi.
No, she's not going through that way. So some people don't like her. Really?
Next letter. The Secret Life. Dear Monty and Mimi, I know why my friends told me, I now know why my friends told me not to date a DL guy. I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend for about 2 years, and I
What you said,
love
a
him.
Neo?
Huh?
You said what? You say?
DL guy. They told her
DL.
a DL. I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend for almost 2 years, and I love him like crazy. But I'm tired of being in the closet with him. When I want to go to gay spots like bar or even a gay house party, he won't go with me and tells me to go with my friends or tries to convince me I should stay in the house with him. If him and I go on a date in the public, the restaurant can have romantic vibes. We can only sit at the tables, not booths. We don't take any pictures together, and the only person in my life he's met is my best friend once, and that was on an accident. You probably think he has a wife or a girlfriend, and I'm a side piece or some shit, but that's not the truth. And I know for a fact it's just me. He's just so damn secretive about being gay. My boyfriend has great qualities too. If I ever need anything, he's always there. When I got laid off a while back, he covered my rent when I didn't have it one month. When my dad was sick and I was stressed, he was very supportive. Even made sure I had meals in my apartment so I didn't have to worry about cooking. Stuff like that is why I love him. And the sex is really good too. Wrapping this up, what should I do here? Do I tell my boyfriend to loosen up or I'm out? Secret boo.
He ain't secret boo. You ain't gonna listen to our ass no way. You gonna stay with him because you done listen to all this shit that you like about him, and you done justified all his behavior to yourself. So you gonna stay. You really don't give a shit what we say. Really. You already know what the fuck it is what you need to do, because that's not fair for you. Fair to you that he's keeping you as a secret, because as far as I'm concerned, secrets are bad. Okay, so somebody is hiding you. That means they don't want to show your ass to nobody. So to him, this ain't what he really wants. He like being gay in the dog. Now, if you good with that, stay. If you not, roll out. I don't have nothing else for you. That's it.
God dog, Mimi. So my thing is, I think that there's some conversations y'all need to have. Maybe there's a point that you can meet at. Oftentimes people don't come out as quickly as others. They don't know how to maneuver in the gay scene, or they've never been exposed to the gay scene, so they don't know how to operate. And I'm just speaking that from experience. There was a lot of things that I just did not do when I lived in Lubbock because of who I was there. I was a minister there in the church and in the Baptist church, and that church really was not, I don't want to say they weren't accepting, but as long as they did not know for sure, it was okay, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to speak for them, but I know that I wanted to protect what I had there at the church because the church meant so much to me at that time. And so I did not operate like others wanted me to. So there were some relationships that I missed out on because I was not willing to come out and be open. And it wasn't until I met people. And so I started dating, and then I was put into this thing. Either you're going to be gay. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Either you're going to be gay and be with me, or you're going to stay with the church. And so I had to make, what's up, Pastor Betty? I had to make a decision, on what I wanted to do. And so then at that time I chose love, because it was more important to me. So my thing is, maybe you need to have a conversation. Maybe there's some family members that are standing in his way that don't want him to come out, or maybe he's trying to protect his family or something like that. So there may be some more investigating that you need to do there and create a safe space for him to come out. I'm not saying that you have to, and what that looks like. Let me tell you what that looks like, Mimi.
Yeah, I'm about to say, they already screwing all the time.
They are screwing, but that's one thing. That's behind the scenes. What I'm saying, to create a safe space, that looks like that when we go out, then you expose me in doses. Don't just take me out and throw me to the wolves to where we go into this gay spot to where everybody's dun. don't take me to that, but ease me into it to where I become comfortable. Because we don't know if
But
he's
he's but that's the thing. He is comfortable because they go out all the time. No, this is my thing. You either look,
he
and this
says
is.
he won't go to a gay spot with him.
But
They'll go
he
out to
said when
dinner.
they go to a restaurant, it can't be no type of romantic vibe. They got to sit at the table. They can't sit in a what is a booth guy? Because I sit in the booth. What is you can't? I mean, you can't sit across. Like what? What? I don't. I'm not understanding this.
So it's not that part, Mimi. So she said, "Yep, I was surprised when you moved and married a man. Sad, my hair looked crazy now, but I was so happy you were finally able to live your life in free. Thank you so much, and I was too." So back to you, Mimi. When you find two black men sitting in a booth, it's questionable. That's what black women
No,
do.
it ain't.
Mimi,
Let
if
me
you
tell you something. I see that shit all the time, dude. Let me tell you something. You got a lot of dudes that they go to now. If they sit next to each other on the same side, then yeah. But sitting across, you just going out with your, you know, you just going out with your homie.
well, I mean,
Now
for
when y'all sitting next to and you know he feeding you mozzarella sticks, then it's like okay, that, you know. But that yeah,
you know
no.
what? So let me speak to this. And this is just being open and honest. And I hope that he doesn't get mad that I'm putting him on blast. But Brandon and I get accused of being in relationships all the time. And it's just because we're best friends and we're together all the time. People
No,
automatically
because both of y'all are gay. That's why people see that's the thing, and this is where people are closed minded. And I hate this when and I've seen this where folks, you know, somebody they find out they got a gay friend, so they try to introduce you to the only other gay person that they know, thinking
Mhm.
that y'all gonna get like well both of y'all gay. No, everybody got a type. Just
Yeah.
like men and women got a type. Don't introduce me to your ugly ass cousin just because he's a man. I don't want his ass.
Oh,
And
so
just so everybody got a type. You and Brandon get accused of that. I'm assuming because, but see, I know y'all, and I love both of y'all, and I have relationship with both of y'all, so I know that is nothing going on. But y'all get accused of that because y'all are both gay and y'all always fucking together and doing shit
mhm.
together. So people like, well, shit, maybe yeah, and both of y'all can. So we like, oh, okay,
I mean,
that's why.
I
It
love
ain't.
the
It's not
respect.
just because y'all going out and sitting across from each other. You're always together, but that's where you
But
need to say none of your fucking business what we do.
but then here's the thing. Even if
What?
I go out with another man, because I am gay, if I
Right.
go have dinner with a straight man, the first thing that people see that say around us is, "Oh, I didn't know he was gay too. I didn't know he
Absolutely.
was gay too." But
Absolutely, because people are not. You got to give people a chance to grow to that next level. You know, it's a lot of shit that folks have to accept, and as society, we come a long way, but we're not there yet.
well, you and I have a common friend that
Absolutely.
he was posting a picture of a whole nother woman on his desk, perpetrating like that was his wife.
I know,
And
and it wasn't believable at all. I said at least shit. You could put a picture of me up there with him. That would have been more believable than this bitch. She there was no way.
what you calling me, man?
You already know what I call her.
So, I get where this guy is coming from, but I don't get it. So we are in a day of age where life is more accepting and we can do whatever we can do, And so my thing is ease him into it and have a conversation. If he's not willing to come over to where you are, then you really need to rethink the relationship. Like Mimi said, it's time for you to go ahead and look at something totally different.
This is
Maybe
thing.
you need to move around.
He's not going to. Sugar, just keep doing what you're doing. Because that's what you want to do. You need for us to justify that it's all right. And you don't need, and I'm just letting you know, we fuck with you either way. That's your business.
That's your
If that's
business.
what you accept, That's what you accept. I wouldn't accept that shit, but that's what you're going to accept. You already know what it is that you need to do, and you already know what it is that you want to do. And most importantly, you know what you're going to do. So keep on doing.
So, with me, I will say this. I can't be in a relationship with a dude now, and be closeted. I'm not doing it on the DL. I fought too hard to come out of a closet. I fought too hard for with people talking about me and belittling me and calling my mama and screenshotting stuff and sending it to my mama and stuff like that, just being messy and sending stuff to my family and stuff. So I fought too hard to get out of that closet and to get out of that box that
Yeah.
people put the lid on just to keep me quiet or not expose my sexuality. So my thing is this: if you know that who you are is what where you want to be in life, then live your truth. Live your truth. It matters a damn what they think about you or what they say about you. People gonna always talk. They're always gonna talk. They're always gonna say what they want to say. They're gonna always try to force their opinions on you. I like certain things, and that's what I like. I like certain wines, that's what I drink. I like certain foods, that's what I eat. I like men, and that's who I choose to be with. So you're not going to force something else on me. Now, Miss Leslie, I know that we might hook up later on, but I can't promise that I'm gonna be true to you. Because
She
see,
she all right. She just want you like Saturday and Wednesday.
we good. Saturday and
Yeah,
Wednesday,
that's
those are
all
my
she
good
wants.
days.
What are
Those
they?
those
Yeah,
are my
oh,
good
just
days.
Saturday.
Just
She is just Saturday, and all she needs about 30 minutes. She said that's it.
Oh,
That ain't lying.
I ain't
Yeah,
no
just
30-minute
30
man
minutes.
though. That's a problem.
You said what?
I'm not no 30-minute man. That's a problem.
But if it's right, this could be the best damn 30 minutes you ever had. You might not need no more.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Give Miss Leslie my number.
I will. Okay,
All right.
she gonna know your ass.
Hey, Leslie, not this week. Next week. Next week.
next week, okay.
She said, okay.
Oh yeah, y'all got me choking up
So,
here.
so the next letter.
Oh, Janelle.
Oh, Debbie said, y'all not going to force no coot on Monty.
And you can't call a mess because that makes it weird.
No,
Are you like
I
that?
don't mind. I don't mind.
Oh, she okay. That's some kinky shit. She said she can't call him mess.
As long as she call me daddy, we going to be good. She be missing.
Like,
I
She
be
said,
young-
"No, you know, you called him daddy."
Yeah, I don't mind.
She said she don't
I
mind.
don't mind. I love it. So listen, the
I
web,
want to take a drink on that, but no.
the webs that we weave. Dear Monty and Mimi, I have a dilemma for you. Let me start by saying I'm divorced. I'm a divorced man. I've been divorced for 2 years now. I recently started a job 7 months ago. They paired me with this fine sister. The first day we met, we really hit it off. Over the weeks, we grew close and have really been having deep conversation. I shared with her my divorce and how the whole process was. She's been talking to me about her marriage and how unhappy she is, how bad her husband treats her. I have just been a listening ear and gave her advice about it here and there. About 2 weeks ago, the unthinkable happened. We kissed. It was just, it just kind of happened. I apologized and she did too. We kind of never acknowledged it or talked about it until here recently. She told me she felt something and would like to explore. Now, I know this woman has a whole husband, but I'm really feeling her. Ever since that kiss, we do lunch daily. We text all night when she gets home. Well, one day I was feeling bold and I flat out asked her, what if I get us a room on our lunch break and we just get all of these feelings out? She was down, so I booked a room 2 blocks from our job. Monty and Mimi, I must say this was the most amazing sex I've ever had. We connected on so many levels. I'm just confused because I want to do it again, but this woman has a husband too. I don't want to interfere anything more than I already have. But on the other hand, I'm starting to develop feelings. What would you do? How should I maneuver? Sincerely, if loving you is wrong, then damn it, I don't want to do right.
Well, don't do right because shit, you done already did it.
Mimi!
I'm gonna tell him this. While you digging one ditch, you might as well dig two, because she gonna do the same shit to you, sir. The same.
You think she gonna give it away to
But
somebody
that's the
else?
thing. The sex is not that unbelievable. Right now, it's good because it's forbidden, and you sneaking around.
Yeah.
And when you sneaking around, that shit is it's like, oh shit. It's like it ain't no different.
Do it
than
again,
us
Mimi.
eating
Do it
that.
again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it
What
again.
what I do?
Ooh, how you
Yeah,
do it?
it ain't mind blowing. It's just forbidden. It's some shit that we ain't supposed to have always taste better than stuff that's given to you. It's just the excitement. But it's going to wear off because, sir, what's going to end up happening if you get into a relationship with her? You are going to be him.
Mm.
Period. The grass ain't greener in the next yard. That bitch still just got to be watered too. It's just the problem is you watering that grass, so you done neglected this grass, so this grass getting dry and brown.
Mm.
This grass over here is greener because that's where the fuck you at. You putting fertilizer and you watering it, and you putting hay on it so the sun don't burn it. You
Mm.
want to do that shit with this over here. Period. It ain't no different. It's just right now she's doing all the fun shit with you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where folks, that's where they lose it. You think it's your soulmate and all this. No, you just not doing all the shit that you normally do with a spouse. You ain't paying bills. You ain't taking care of no kids. You ain't got to show up at the PTA meeting and go grocery shopping and work out the budget and take this check so you could do this and yours, so you know, and go help mama out who's her social security check ain't enough. Yeah. When you start doing all that stuff, then no, sexy time get cut way down. Period. And you tired. So right now, this is just something fresh and forbidden. That's it. Now, you asking for permission for some shit you already doing, sir. You already done it. You done already hid the sausage. You done already, you know, whatever little other things we have for it.
Smash it. You already smashed.
Y'all already went to the motherland. That's I mean, what else can you do?
Well, they can
Period.
go back. They can either go back or they can stay away from the
They
motherland.
gonna go back. He don't. This letter is for us to tell him what the fuck you doing is all right. You know it's not all right. Now you the one that got to change it because or you it's gonna be you. It's just that simple. It's going to be you because this is her pathology.
This is her pathology.
Absolutely.
So my thing for you, sir. There are some issues that lie within her marriage. And I'm sure that she's confided some things into you, and she's probably told you some things that she's missing out of her relationship.
She's telling all her shit. She ain't telling. She telling all the shit he doing. She ain't telling her shit and the baggage she brought to the relationship.
Right.
And how maybe fucked up her mama was, and how her daddy was, and her grandma.
Oh.
This didn't all just start. It doesn't just start with the person. This goes deeper. And just like women's vaginas are not magical, that I know 50 Cent made that song, but that is not a magic stick. It does not change shit. It makes you feel good for that evening, and then your problem still exists. Now it actually is more complex. It's compounded.
You're right. And so what I want to advise you, sir, is she is still married. I want to tell you the right thing to do is to break it off. But then I also want to tell you this. Listen to your heart. I know.
No, that's dumb. And that's not his heart. He's not falling in love with her.
He said he was.
The sex is good. That's it. It is nothing that deep about this woman that done made him want to change his whole life in this few months.
Well, Mimi, maybe she got that. I don't know.
See, the problem is she's sucking his dick from the back and not her husband.
In the background talking about shit. Shit.
But I mean, that's the thing. Whatever relationship you pour into is the one that's going to flourish. So
I
she just stopped pouring into hers. She stopped working on hers, and now she's working on this one. So that's why it's good. But
Janae
when they
says,
get together, what you say? If you're gonna do it, play your position as a side man. See, the problem is, Janae, that's the problem
I
with
do,
being
baby.
what I call relationship assistant. You always aspire to be what that person you're assisting. But hey, it is what it is. Very few people can play their position. Everybody always has goals and aspirations, and that's when shit start getting left around places, earrings and and underwear and socks and condom wrappers. That's when, because folks want to mess your shit up because they want that position.
Mm.
So, and this is the thing, it's fucked up. But if you go and do some shit, and I'm not saying to do it, but if you're gonna fuck around, you need to fuck around with somebody that has as much to lose as you do. You fucking around with she's messing around with a single guy that wants to be in relationship with her.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna end well.
It's not.
It's not gonna end well.
Miss V said, hell, hit that ass till you get tired. He grown.
Right. But it's the thing. He done already and what she's saying is right. He's going to do it anyway. Half the time, I mean, I'm glad y'all writing the letters, but y'all really don't want to know, right? Y'all already know what the fuck you gonna do. You gonna keep doing what you want to do until the stuff blow up in your face.
And then you'll write us about to what happened.
Or we gonna see it on the news.
We gonna see it on the news. So here's the other piece to this, Mimi. With him, I think that because you've already entered into a forbidden land, it's hard to get out of that forbidden land unless you both choose to get out of it. If one chooses to get out of it and the other one doesn't, it's going to be a big problem. Like Mimi said, you got to both want it.
But that's already messy, right?
And you work together. So that's going to make it even harder, because that you've crossed lines at work. But then here's the other piece. She has a husband. And more times than 10, she ain't going to never leave her husband. She's not going to leave her husband because it's something there. There's something there keeping her there. So if she's going to stay, then you have to look at that piece. There's no reason for you to even get involved in that. I mean, but some people will leave.
Because see, this is the problem with this. They already started a courtship. They've already been in, she's cheated emotionally. So for a woman, that ain't hard to walk. That's not easy to walk away from.
You know what? Let's talk about emotional affairs. Do you think that
lunch and shit together every day and y'all holding hands and confiding in each other and confiding in each other, texting at night while he, downstairs watching the game or whatever. You already having an affair. Y'all just ain't bump uglies yet. That's all.
And once you bump uglies, it just changes.
Because once you start that shit, you can't stop.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Hey, Leslie say yes, you can.
No, especially if it's good. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I disagree. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. If you no.
And Leslie says she disagree with you, Mimi. You can stop.
And it's okay because we disagree on a lot of stuff. No. But I'm trying to tell you, but that's just why you think everybody in church repenting every damn Sunday over the shit they just got. Because once you get it and it's good, you can't stop. It's good, and you don't want it to stop. And every day, you already know what the hell you're going to do, but you still, Lord, please forgive me for, whatever sexual act you done did.
For what, Mimi? For what, Mimi?
For everything you do, all that nasty shit you do.
What's nasty, Mimi?
What you want? I can say, I don't have no problem. I'm
I
trying to
just
be.
want to hear you say it. I
I'm
just want to
trying
hear
to
you
be
say it.
decent. We say, Lord, please forgive me for having sex and sucking his dick and please. Yeah, I know God tired of hearing them damn prayers because I would be. I'm like, shit, you gonna do it again. You gonna do it. He know what you gonna do before you do it.
Yeah, so then
But
why
that's what I'm
ask him
saying.
again?
That's why you ain't supposed to do it because once you stop, you can't stop because the shit is good.
It's good.
It is.
Okay, you're right.
Because we don't, that's the thing. If sin was not fun, would nobody do it? We ain't got no problem not doing not fun shit. It's the shit that's fun that we don't want to stop doing. Because it's fun
Every
and it's
single
good.
she been trying to stop for 3 years.
Who been trying to stop for 3 years?
Debbie,
Girl, you ain't gonna stop, girl, because it's good. You can stop for a while, but you
they
gonna
get
get your
back in there,
feeling
they
that
ease you back
somebody
in.
gonna be there that's fuckable and it's gonna be like, hey,
Okay,
shit.
you're right. I'm wrong.
See,
You're right.
she thought about it.
You're right.
She thought
You're
about
right.
it. Ain't Debbie thought about it. Ain't
It's
Leslie
not
thought
easy
about
to not do that,
It's not.
especially with somebody that's skilled.
it. Skilled.
Yeah.
Mm. So
I done
let's
stayed in a relationship too long, like a year too long, because the sex was good.
they kept you
That's
for
when I was younger, though. I was younger. Yeah, I won't do the shit now. Now I don't have to have good sex. I just need security. My
Lord.
needs are different now. They are. They do. I don't have to have good sex.
So
If
this
you if you take care of me well enough financially, I'm shit. We fake it a lot of time anyway. That's what I'm gonna do.
I
You don't
hate
even have to be good. That's for me. I ain't saying you. For me.
Nothing.
Yeah.
so listen.
No, because your money together. My shit ain't right. Yeah.
So listen. It said this is our last letter of the night. It
Okay.
says the church is a mess. And I don't know why.
Oh Lord, I'm ready for this one.
I knew you would be when I read this title.
Go ahead.
Dear Monty and Mimi, I have an issue with the church. This feeling has festered over the years and it makes me not even want to go anymore. Growing up, I can remember being around 8 or 9 and my own pastor molested me. This continued on until I was 15. I thought it was okay what he was doing to me. He had convinced me it was what God wanted. He had to make me pure so I could see God. I was so glad when I turned 16 and my mom decided to move away. Years passed and I returned back to my hometown where this man is still the pastor. I never said nothing, but now that I'm older and I fully understand I was being manipulated into thinking this was God's work. I went to the board and I let them know how this man had molested me for years. To my surprise, the board said, "We know you're not the only one, but we must cover our pastor." Wow. How much money do we have to pay you? Everything in me broke. Why do we as Black people treat these pastors like God and think that they can do no wrong? I felt so defeated, broken, and left thinking how many more young boys will have to suffer. Here it is. The board fully knows that their pastor is a full-fledged homosexual that happens to molest little boys. Oh, and did I mention he has a wife? I'm sure she's his beard. There is no way that she doesn't know. What are your thoughts on this? It definitely has made me not look at church the same ever again. Sincerely, Bedside Baptist.
You can start with this one because you already know what I'm gonna say.
Go ahead, Mimi.
Church folk full of shit. And when I'm saying, and I'm not talking about decent people, I'm talking about church folks. I'm talking about the pretenders. I'm talking about the cookie cutter Christians that they do all the right shit and say all the right shit in front of folk and live foul when they alone. I understand how he feels, but I want you to. I'm gonna say this. These people are not God. None of them. None of them are nowhere near God. And anybody that will cover that shit up, they foul and filthy, and they gonna ride. I hope. I don't even, and see, this is my thing. I don't even, when they say they going to hell, I hope they shit get tore up while they here where everybody can see it. I hope that he goes and says something, and not to the church board, because they already know. Go to the local news. Put this shit on blast. Because for him, he's gonna have to, and healing hurts like hell, because I'm going through it. Healing is a very painful process, and you're gonna find out some shit about yourself that you don't like as well, and unfortunately, what molestation does, it robs you of the what if, what could I have been? Who could I have been? And maybe you might not have been no more than you already are, but don't nobody fucking know, because that shit happened. So they took something from you. So I believe, and I know folks say, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. I live from the eye for a fucking eye. And I want to see some shit happen to you now. I don't want to wait. You took something from me, I'm going to take something from you. And even if it's just the respect of the community, I'm taking something. And then once you put that shit out there, then you go get some help on your own, so you can learn to heal. Everybody's not fucked up. Everybody's not church folk. Everybody that's in the church is not church folk. There are a lot of fucking church folk, and it make you not want to fucking go to church. But everybody's not bad. You're going to have to heal, and you just going to have to deal with people on the level that you feel comfortable dealing with them on, period.
So, my heart goes out to you. Being a survivor of being molested, I get it, and I understand the hurt and the pain that you're going through. I hear you. The other part of this that bothers me so heavily is the fact that you did go to the church board and they said that you weren't the only one.
But sadly, that's not surprising to me.
It's not surprising, but what hurts behind that is because the church is still using its tactics to manipulate people and suppress people's feelings, and to suppress what has happened to people in order for them to be what we consider the church as being the hospital. We're not helping the people that come back to the church for help. We're causing them to die off with other diseases that we're giving them rather than trying to heal them. And so that's the sad piece of this, that the board is willing to cover up the pastor's foolishness. But we too see this in an everyday basis. We see this all the time still, where boards and people in the church will abuse their power to cover up what the pastor is doing wrong. And I think it's sad that we still live in society like this, and we still cause people to have hurt because of our own selfish reasonings. And I'm sure that it's because that church still wants to bring in the money that the pastor is bringing in. They still want to make sure that they have relationship with the community that the pastor has established, not knowing that the pastor is abusing those people that are in the community with his dick. Now that's just being blatantly honest.
Well, guess what? All aboard, they abuse them with their dicks too.
They are, because they're abusing people with their power. And so what we have to realize as a society, and sir, I'm sorry that you're dealing with this, but I'm thankful that you wrote into this. What we have to do as a society is, like Mimi said, everybody in the church is not bad people. But what makes you a bad person in the church is when you don't speak up for what's right and what's true. Then you become on their level as those people that are just church folks that just go along to get along. You become church folks, those people that talk about people and hurt other people. in the church. That's what you become characterized as. It's just those regular church people. Like Pastor Betty says, it's pimps in the pulpit. People have been doing it for years, and nobody is willing to call them out on the carpet about it. Nobody's willing to stand up for what they believe is right. Why? Because they know that if they speak up against the pastor, then they're considered to be a demon, they're considered to be foolish, or they are considered to be somebody that starts shit in the church. And I'm just using the words that people could all relate to. Not that I'm trying to degrade the church, but I'm telling you the truth. We have it every day. And then don't piss the pastor off, because then they'll find a way to ostracize you and to set you down from your position in order for you not to be able to speak up about who they really, really, really are. But we as people have to get to the point to we're willing to speak up and stand up, whether that means that you lose a position, whether that means that you become enemies of that church, because there's other churches that will accept you, that are true, that are real, that want you, that want to help you. They want to help you grow and find God for yourself. That's what you're going to have to do. So, brother, I encourage you, like Mimi said, reach out to the news, write a book, tell your story.
I'm gonna tell you one further. This is what I'm gonna tell you. Very specific. Go to that town and you go to their local prosecutor, because we coming up on election year. So folks is looking to make their damn careers. And this is the time where folks will make an example out of some shit. You go to them and tell them what happened to you, and I promise you, you go to the news. Other people gonna start coming out. And then we can at least shut that shit down over there.
Right. Pastor Betty says churches become a social club, religious mockery, no real relationship with God. God is love. I agree with you, Pastor Spencer. I think that we have to get to the point to where we stop trying to do all this foolishness. It's not about your social status in church. Church is about everybody coming together and loving God. And who is God? God is love, regardless of who you are. There have been so many. Listen. Me and my mother have this discussion all the time about church. And we talk about, some of the things I say to my mama, she'd be like, oh no, Lamont, you just didn't say that. But listen, and I keep it 100 with my mama because we have that relationship now to where I can. But hoeing was one of the oldest jobs that we're going to ever find in the Bible. The oldest job. It's been hoes since day one, but we don't degrade the hoes in the church. We don't degrade the hoes in the church. We don't degrade the pimps in the church, who are the pastors, sometimes are considered to be pastors.
Most of the pastors' right-hand hoe is the armor bearer. But go ahead.
So listen, I am not considering all pastors as being whores. Let me say that, because I don't want that to get out. Oh, he called my pastor a hoe. Well, if your pastor's a hoe, he's just a hoe. But he
ain't said it, but I'm saying most of them are. That's what I see.
My thing is, who knows? Lamont may be a pastor one day. So, I mean, there's things that you have to look at. But my thing is, if it's not lining up with what you believe, then it's not right. God does not want pastors to make children pure by molesting them. That ain't in the Bible. That ain't the word, and it don't feel good. Nobody
as well.
To that.
Everybody that pastors was not called. You have some that were actually called, and you still have a lot that choose it as a profession.
You're right.
So, a lot of the ones that breed these church folks, because when the body stinks, it stinks from the head on down. So, yeah. So a lot of times those are the ones that chose as a profession, because you can get a whole lot of shit tax-free. You got the respect. You got a bunch of money, you got prestige, and you can floss all on somebody else's dime. So it is very attractive to, basically it's just another form of pimping. Unfortunately, those folks that everybody puts up on a pedestal because they assume that everybody in the church is good, they're not. And even the folks that are all around that are, genuinely good, they still are flawed. And we need to stop putting people on pedestals and making them demigods. They are not your God. There's only one.
Pastor Betty Spencer says, many are called, but only a few are chosen. I'm called and I'm God's elect. Listen,
Yeah,
Pastor Betty, I believe that. And so with me,
absolutely. She one of the real ones.
yeah,
Absolutely.
so like with me, I know that I'm called. It took me a long time to get to this level to be able to walk in this authentic self of mine, and that's being true to who I am. I can't be good to nobody else unless I'm good to me. And what does good to me look like? That means being who I am and being free. And once you become free, then you can help others be freed. And we become the Harriet Tubmans. We go back and get those people that are bound, and that's what we have to do as people. And so I appreciate the comments, the concerns, and I agree with you wholeheartedly, Mimi. We don't agree always, especially about church. But this situation right here it's a deep rooted situation, and we have this a
And
lot.
they keep
And so
happening. It ain't just the Catholics.
no, it's not just the Catholics. It happens in the Black church all the time. How many of our children, how many of our young girls have had babies by the pastors and we didn't want to talk about it?
Yeah, how many of us have been protecting the girls while the little boys are being molested by the pastors?
You're right. You're right. So there's so many different scenarios that we can talk about. And maybe that is a subject that we need to get Pastor Betty on here. I would love to have her on here and a couple of other people. And let's talk about the pimps in the pulpit. Let's talk about church hurt. Let's talk about what it feels like to be abused by the church. Let's talk about those things, because I think that there are so many people that have stopped going to church because they have not yet dealt with the hurt that they've had inside the church. So they choose to stand on the outside of the church because on the inside of the church is where it hurts. If they stay on the outside, it doesn't hurt as bad. So
The
yeah,
thing is,
conversations.
people stay on the outside because on the outside, at least you know what the fuck you dealing with.
You're
On
right.
the inside, you don't know who is who if you don't know. I know, but a
Right.
lot of people they can't size people up very quickly. You know,
Pastor Betty says, again, I must reiterate, God is love. We must love people where they are. Love the sinner, not the sin.
and I'm not there yet.
I agree with you.
I ain't nowhere near there.
She says she ain't nowhere near there. So
I'm
listen,
not. All right, but I acknowledge that. I already know. I don't have that agape love. I don't have that. No, you
Lord
fucked up.
Jesus.
You stay over there. I ain't fucking with you,
So
and I
listen,
don't love you.
the Bible says, as
I know
Pastor
what the
Betty
Bible said. The
said,
Bible said a whole lot of shit that it shouldn't say. It should say we should obey our slave masters. But that's the thing. The Bible for me, and I'm not putting nobody down that believes. For me, and I have, and me and my good friend Pastor Betty have had these discussions. The Bible, if you read that thing from start to finish, it's one big ass long contradiction. The Bible been stepped on like bad dope. Everybody done inserted all kind of ideals. They've inserted their own agenda, so we don't know what is really what. So all you can do is operate in spirit. That's all you can. And just how I live, I do unto others as I want done unto me. That's the only rule that I live by. Period. And
Mimi,
if I can help your ass, I'ma help you. I'm not gonna hurt you. If I don't fuck with you, I'm gonna leave you alone. But I'm not gonna I ain't gonna just set out and try to fuck your life up. I'm just gonna leave your ass over there. So I'm not to the point where love the sinner and not the sin. I'm not there yet. I'm working on it.
I hear you. And
Yeah.
I want you to know I love you, honey. I love you and I appreciate your honesty.
I love
Final
you back.
thoughts. I think we've already said them. We don't have to say no more because we've said enough.
Yeah, but that baby in that last letter, sugar, I'm sorry that happened to you because
Mhm.
a lot of time and it wasn't your fault. Now I hope you know that when a predator is going to prey, period, that's their job. And unfortunately, especially when you are, and I don't know what your situation is, but I'm assume that you might have been from a single mom because a lot of times those are the ones that they prey on because it's not a father figure around. So they present themselves as they want to be that father figure for you, and they groom you, and they they rape you of everything that you could have been. But I'm going to tell you that you can still be all those things that you feel like you might have missed out on. but you got to heal. Healing ain't easy and it hurts, and it's no time limit on it. I'm 46. It happened to me at 4, and I'm still healing because it's a lot of people in the equation. You might think it's just you and that pastor, but it's not you and that pastor, because what you're going to deal with the fact that the person that was supposed to protect you didn't. You're going to deal with that. You're going to deal with, if this didn't happen, maybe I could have been further along in my life. Maybe I would have finished school. Maybe I would have had the confidence. Maybe I wouldn't have been a people pleaser. You're going to deal with a lot of what ifs. But what I'm telling you today is you can't focus on what you could have been. You got to live in the right now, and you have to operate in now, and you have to move forward from now. And that's all you can do.
Wow. That's deep, Mimi. Thank you so much. Everyone is saying that they're praying for the last individual. I'm gonna say this. I love you, regardless. And things happen to us throughout life that we don't always understand. But God knows all, He hears all, protects all. And it may not feel like you're protected right now in this moment, but I want you to know that you're not forgotten. Keep moving, keep pressing, keep doing what you do, because what you do, it'll get noticed. I promise you, doors will be open and you'll be able to become who you want to be, just as long as you don't give up on self. Don't give up on self. Be your best encourager. Be your own encourager. Encourage yourself. Look in the mirror and say, I got this today. I'm going to make it. I'm going to do this. And you can accomplish anything. So with that being said, follow us. Follow us on Instagram, In the Chair with Montee and Mimi. Follow us on Facebook, Montee and Mimi, and on YouTube Live, In the Chair with Montee and Mimi. Listen, y'all, we love y'all. We missed y'all for the last 3 weeks. We'll be back next week. Tell them, Mimi, we'll be back next week.
We'll be back
next week. I love you all. Have a wonderful night. And remember, have something to say. God bless you.
I got something to say.